Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spock coming at you with the weekly comic roundup. We've got a hell of a haul this week. Man, I remember a time when it wasn't that long ago when the DC and Marvel and even Image, basically all of the comic publishers said that the week leading up, the week of Christmas, it was not a week to have massive amounts of releases, but oh well. We're going to kick things off right now with Absolute Wonder Woman #3. So, where we left off, Wonder Woman had saved Gateway City for the moment. However, something even worse was on its way. And the issue opens with people, the staff at the Gateway City Natural History Museum watching the news reports, and a woman named Barbara being a woman named Barbara being asked about. Then on the boardwalk of Gateway City, Wonder Woman explains her battle plan. Explains about the monster coming to attack Gateway City. The Tetracide. So it means death of fear. And she explains that what the Tetracide means by death of fear is that one is no longer capable of feeling fear when they see it, and instead is drawn to it. Very soon the Tetracide begins to emanate a sound. It will be loud and sharp and travel for miles. And when people hear that sound, they will be drawn to it, like bees to honey. They will do anything to be with the sound. They will walk right into the Tetracide's jaws, where one dies in agony, a death of mind, body, and soul. And Wonder Woman goes on to say that, and the death of the soul, she doesn't want to be dramatic, but the people who are crushed to death by the race of the Tetracide's maw will be the lucky ones. Then she tells people soldiers to leave Gateway City if they can. But she was after the Tetracide, tying her lasso to the hilt of her sword, throwing the blade into the Tetracide, and then wrapping the lasso around the Tetracide itself. However, the Tetracide manages to use one of its tentacles to remove Wonder Woman's sword, but Wonder Woman is not armed only with a sword. She uses an axe to slice out the tentacles, but, well, there are enough tentacles that, she's quickly disarmed. There's a flashback to her and Steve's time on the Wild Isle of Hell, and Cersei and Diana work on figuring a way to send Steve back. So it requires a sacrifice. Cersei takes some convincing to help send Steve back, but she does so. In the present, during the battle with the Tetracide, she loses an arm. Though apparently, Diana reveals that she lost that arm long ago. In its place was a magic arm made by, Cersei and Diana. She can get back the replacement, but it will take complicated magic. And so she fashions a prosthetic. And of course, the soldiers haven't listened to her, but Barbara, the woman from earlier, um, has arrived at the military encampment. And meets Diana and calls her Wonder Woman, marking the first time Diana's heard the name referred to herself. Apparently, it's said that the Amazons call their champion, the absolute best of the Amazons, Wonder Woman. And it turns out that Barbara wrote her dissertation on the Amazons and is well aware that Diana is one. And yes, Barbara is Barbara Minerva, known in most DC realities as the Cheetah. But Diana makes her second stand against the Tetracide. And before making her stand against the Tetracide, she ends up on the news, giving her introducing herself as Diana and trying to convince everyone to leave Gateway City. And she says that many people likely don't believe what she's saying, but she assures them they are about to become believers. And she urges people to remain calm and ask for the people that can hear her message to help their friends and neighbors. Kindness and compassion are all that will save them now. She says she came here. She came to save the city. Then it seems that it will be up to each of you to save the city instead. And she knows that they can do it. And the issue ends with Diana simply charging the smashing a vial and unleashing a mystical energy blast against the other side. Interesting. Looks like we'll be getting the absolute version of the Cheetah event, at least eventually. But moving on to our next book, we've got Green Lantern Dark #2. Where we left off, Green Lantern of the Tangent Universe had saved a town known as Lantern's Light from a strange version of Solomon Grundy. So the issue opens with a description of how things were, how the end came. Basically, necrospores, Eclipso crystals. And what happened was volcanoes heaved where none had stood previously. Sinkholes inhaled cities and towns in full. The land severed and split and birthed new islands, while others drowned. The planet sundered by the black diamonds. In the town of New Camelot, a woman is running from the dark, and but with her children, one of them gets distracted by the darkness, and the beast seemingly is upon him. The next day at Lantern's Light, it's been 10 days since Rena, the Green Lantern, defeated Solomon Grundy. Luna attempts to wake her up, bring her breakfast. Hoping that maybe today will be the day that Rena continues to attack the darkness. It's not. But she's just kind of irritated with the fact that Rena is not has just been staying in Lantern's Light and drinking beer. Largely just the staying in Lantern's Light part. But the one from earlier shows up, having heard the stories of the Green Lantern, and says that she needs Green Lantern's help. Just as Rita arrives in the diner to bring back her dishes from breakfast. But the story of New Camelot is told, or what's been happening in New Camelot is told, and Rita's going to try and save it, basically saying, "Ugh, fine, one more town." And it seems that the creatures come at night, so the plan is that Rena and those with her will. Rena is going to strike at the castle at New Camelot at dawn, in a hopefully weakened creature, But Grace, the woman from earlier, and Rena talk. And we find out that the reason for Rena's drinking is that she basically crashed and hadn't felt that great, and had hit her lowest point, and it felt her hang it felt worse than the worst hangover she's had. So, but she confides in Grace that she doesn't know what she's doing, and Lynette came out of nowhere and thinks that the world of Rena, and well, they say the burden's too much, but apparently Lynette heard the last part of it and seemed to think that Rena was referring to Lynette as a burden, and Grace says Rena was describing motherhood perfectly. But as Lynette goes off on her, Rena just turns back to the base and says she never wanted to be Green Lantern. Then the monster attacks and takes Lynette, seemingly into the castle. The issue at let me go to elsewhere. Grundy has revived from his defeat at the hands of Green Lantern and is faced potentially by Poison Ivy, saying that Grundy looks like absolute shit, and perhaps it's time that her and Grundy remove the spine from Green Lantern's body. That is where the issue ends. Actually, it might actually be Black Orchid, not Poison Ivy. Plant-based villainous is not exactly common, but anyways, good issue. Looking forward to how the series ends up playing out. But moving on though to our last performance, we've got DC Horror Presents #3. And we have 2 stories in the issue. First off, we have the Chthonian Dawn. Batman has gone to a physics lab where apparently there's a mass of dead bodies piled up, discovering more and more dead bodies. But someone tells Batman not to worry. It's Abby Arcane. He tells Batman not to worry about. He tells that everyone's the dead are with a Sigma. Batman asks, "What is a Sigma, and what has Abby Arcane done?" And she said that even Alec Holland, Swamp Thing, couldn't turn things around himself, no matter how hard he tried. So it's time for a Sigma to reclaim Earth. And Abby helped her a little, helped her a bit. Needing an extra ingredient from the plants or from the lab, so some of those plants can assimilate and replace all other life forms on Earth. She tells Batman to go to sleep now because it'll be over soon. But Batman is being buried alive, and as he comes to, the world's over to plant life, and Abby is saying that it took Batman long enough. And that is where the story ends. Our next story is Brooding Public, featuring Adam Strange. It's the day that the Zeta Beam is going to return Adam to Earth, and he apparently he's setting some spores. But and you don't have much time before the Zeta Beam occurs, so they've got to get the spores off of Adam's boots. And when Adam returns to Earth, something is very wrong. Strange living gargoyles, once living gargoyles, are perched on the top of every building, broadcasting some type of nightmare. Ab gets a good look, and it seems that these creatures, well, they were human, until their skulls split and something grew from their brain stems. And one of the people with an enlarged head comes upon Adam and asks Adam to kill him. But then his skull splits, and turns out that the growth coming from it is generating the spores. And the story ends with, seemingly, with Superman having been infected, though not having come to the effects yet. Martian Manhunter being okay, but both Batman and Wonder Woman are wearing gas masks as they come upon Adam Strange. I've got a couple of questions I want to ask Adam. That is where the issue ends. Interesting. It's kind of nice seeing Adam Strange make appearances. All too often, he's a character that is all too often just ignored by, it would seem, by DC editorial. But anyways, that's gonna wrap things up for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, Twitter, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.